So I've sent out a rant on Mike Pompeo's first two tweets this morning, and he has sent out a third tweet for today. Let's see what's going on here. His first tweet of the day and his third tweet of the day has a time difference no matter what time zone you live in. Doesn't matter, no matter where you live. Mike's first tweet of the day and his third tweet of the day, which just is the last tweet so far. The timing in between those two tweets is 5 hours and 10 minutes, no matter where you live. Timestamp and gap code. Let's go look at Q.510 real quick. I want to show you something here. Let's see. We're going to look at Q.510. Came on the 17th. Everybody likes the number 17, right? Okay. Now, it says here, important. Do you understand what just occurred? Tweets, and then we see 15 minutes in a kill box between POTUS, missing Q, select word. DEFCON, which is President Trump, we see a 1 in the kill box. Post here. POTUS mods, modifies, deletes, mods, what do you want to use that word as? Tweets, 1 minute between POTUS, or 1 minute between. POTUS adds Q and select word. This was not meant to signify authority / established. This is to train you how to understand the correlation between posts and tweets. Q posts and tweets. Future proofs past. There's much more here. Feel privileged. We serve at the pleasure of the president. But it keeps going on explaining exactly that. This is meant to teach us how to interpretate the correlation between 8chan posts and POTUS tweets. Is that anon? Missing post, DEFCON 1, directly after POTUS alters tweets, tweets go to 1 in a kill box, minute interval, and adds Q, use graphics, learn. Timestamp and gap code. Gap is -1. I've been talking about how Q.505 teaches that. Now, I've made a map of Q.510, and I'm going to show you that right now. The time difference between Mike Pompeo's 3 tweets today was 5 hours and 10 minutes. Q.510 I just explained to you. It showed you kill boxes and timing in between President Trump's tweets correlate to the Q board. Timing in between tweets. Right there. Now, if we use this as a map and we go to Q.505, I'll show you what I'm talking about here. If we go to Q.505, there we go. We've got the marker 1 confirmed in the kill box. We've got 15, 10, 5, and 1. 0 in the kill box. The 0 at this particular time was 510, explaining the 1 and the 15. Sure, we don't see the 10 and the 5 in that last one, but let's go ahead and read this like a map, just like that. So we take the timing in between the tweets, and then we use 505 as markers. And this is how that map would be set up. And as you can see, we've got the 0, and if we minus 5, that brings us to 505, which is the Q-dot we're looking at right now. Purely coincidence, I'm sure. Correct? Again, on the date of 17. Now, if we go ahead and just start at the bottom here, let's do this. We're going to minus 15. Why is it 4:55? Because it's a clock. Wind the clock. Remember it said that on 510. Wind the clock. So on a clock, 5 hours and 10 minutes minus 15 is 4 hours and 55 minutes. So let's go look at Q.455. .455. 5 minutes. Missing 10-minute marker from past. Missing 15-minute marker from past. Timestamps have meanings. Graphics should be in the same time zone. No matter what time zone you're in, the delta is the same, no matter what. 5, 10, 15. Now that's what? In reality, 455 and 510 is 45. That's 55 tweets away. Q-dops away. But if you read the map correctly, you can see how it explains it exactly. So let's go look at Q.500, which would be minus 10 off of our established 0 marker of 510. Oh, what we got? DEFCON 1. As I explained earlier, DEFCON 1 is the same as 41020. There's a few different things that are like that. But anyways, oh, look at this. We got the 1 in the kill box here. We could do this. We could go to 459. We could go to 501. But now this map is showing us this. So we've already looked at 505. Let's go back over here. You want to see a mirror? What's 554? What's 554? What do you think it is? That was not what I was thinking it was. So now let's go look at 525. Or we'll go over here. So we're going to 510. We're going to plus 1, right? 505 explains this in the timestamp and gap code. So plus 1, 511. What is 511? Thoughts clear, crystal clear. DEFCON does not refer to defense. Nope. DEFCON 1 refers to President Trump. What's our next queued up on the map? 515. What does 515 say? Future dumps here. Secured. Interaction to continue on a dedicated research board. Suggest new board created. Current board owners claiming private comms and self-promoting. Patriots point we will follow. My name is Gregory Hamilton. Make that Gregory Allen Hamilton. I talk to Q and Q talks back, explaining how the timestamp and gap code works. So our next one is 520. What do you think Q.520 says on our map? I'm sure this is all coincidences, correct? Big news. Oh, there we go. DEFCON 1 again. Forgotten country. Let's see. What does this say down here? There's a lot going on, so I'm just kind of highlighting a few of these things. The map is your key. Nothing is coincidence. Future proofs past. Oh, Mike just said on his last thing that this has been planned for 3 years. That getting leaving Afghanistan has been planned for 3 years. How's that? Just said that last night. We see all, we hear all. Okay, so now let's keep on going. I want to show you one more. 525 would be the last of that map. 525. If we read these things like a map, message is spreading far and wide. The public is awakening. Okay, now, those are all coincidences though, sure, right? It's all coincidences. There's no way you could read Q-dots like a map. Even though Q-dot, we just saw Q-dots explaining all this. Timing in between tweets, read it like a map, the clock and the graphic are essential. Feel privileged because POTUS just spoke to this board. What board? If this is a sounding board, it's the board you're listening to right now. Timestamp and gap code. Timing in between tweets, gap is -1. Yes? Yes, it is. Now, I don't have a map. I just went and looked of Q-dot 510. I've got books and books and books of these maps. I do have the map of 505. I highly suggest you screenshot this. This was an old one. You can see I've made an error here, but it's still lined up. I just showed you 500 or 5 hours and then 4 hours and 55 minutes, correct? But sometimes errors happen. So there's a map there. Now the timestamp and gap code, right? It's just something that's just come up out of nowhere, made up? No. This here was posted on YouTube in November of, word for word, every single page, November of 2019. I've been trying to explain how it all works because it can be read like a map. And when the day comes, you should be prepared to be able to explain and show every single thing that you claim. My name is Gregory Hamilton. I talk to Q and Q talks back. And the message is to not be, don't put your hopes in man and government. Just don't do it. Don't do it. You can do what you want though.